Dr. Howard, I'm a former deputy mayor of Indianapolis in the late 90s, and we hosted the World Police and Fire Games in the summer of 2001 before the 9/11 attack. And there were many New York, New Jersey firefighters and police officers who perished in the attack. New York firefighters who perished that had participated in those games. But we also had a group called Task Force One that traveled from Indiana to the World Trade Center. And I've since learned, because of this hearing, that we have 53 people in the state who responded. I have 12 in my particular district, and I want to pay particular tribute, as other colleagues have done, not only to all of those from New York and New Jersey, but people like individuals from Task Force One, who's engineers and technical experts, and their search dogs traveled immediately that day and continued to operate around the clock with all of their brothers and sisters in New York. There was a story several years ago about an Indianapolis fireman and a member of Task Force One, Charlie Gleasing, who was deployed, and he said in that TV story, he said, and I quote, he got a little bit of that World Trade Center cough from that mix of the fumes, but he said that he would gladly answer the call again, and that you understand the risk, but we have to take care of the men and women that are going and that continue day in and day out to risk their lives for fellow citizens. And I want to thank you and all of the men and women who are here today for their service, and all the men and women around the country who did answer that call. I'd like to ask you what you lose sleep about with respect to this program. What are your greatest challenges? You've answered incredibly well so many questions posed to you, but what would you say are the greatest challenges facing this program that we must reauthorize? And how do you plan to respond to those programs? Or to those challenges?
The biggest thing that worries me is that I would have to spend any amount of time, waste my time closing the program, as opposed to growing the program.
And the manner in which you plan to grow the program, how do you plan to do that?
I think, one of the issues that we've faced in the program, and I think I can speak for all of our clinical centers of excellence directors and our nationwide provider network, is when the bill passed, the President signed it on January 3rd, 2011, we had to be up and running July 2011. It was a very short implementation time. By a lot of work, by a lot of people, we were able to open our doors on July 1st, 2011. But I think what we've done over the last 5 years, and we hope to continue to do, is quality improvement of the services we offer. Our pharmacy benefit plan, for instance, and other support for our members. We want to receive their input so that we can continue to improve the program.
Thank you. Thank you for your service. I yield back.